Hello and welcome to the PPW results show for Tag Team Turmoil. This is Dirty Dave right here. I was on the live on the action, the call with Casey James, and here to bring you the results of this big show. We saw a one-night tournament to declare not only a number one contender for the PPW Tag Team Championships, but also getting to see those contenders get their opportunities at the titles that the Sons of Thunder, Badass Brandon Campbell, and Heavy Metal Jake Hazard were holding. It was a 3-round tournament with some buys based on just random seeding. It was some teams got a bit of a luckier break than others, but let's jump right into the action. Because there was a lot to go to. Well, actually, I guess I should take a second and let you know where to find out more about Tag Team Turmoil, because you could see those matches on ppwlive.com and through Patreon. Don't forget to go to Patreon, look up Premier Pro Wrestling. Our website now, as mentioned, ppwlive.com. You can get everything on there, links to our social media. We are everywhere. We are on the Rumble app. We are on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We are on Instagram, TikTok, anywhere you can connect with your old high school friends. We're also there sharing news and videos and etc. Also, don't forget to go to ProWrestlingTees.com for new merchandise from all the competitors at PPW that have merchandise available. Get yourself a nice, Rockstar Rosie shirt, or there's new Jesse Danger equipment that's up there right now. He just released a new shirt over the past few weeks, so take a look on that website. ppwlive.com has the links to all of that available. Now let's talk about that tournament, which started with a new pairing, a group of guys, a veteran and a rookie. It was Jesse Danger, who we just mentioned, teaming up, I should say, with Sweet Charlie Marcone, one of the newest rookie competitors in PPW. He's been doing wonders in PPW's rookie rumbles recently, and he's done enough to catch the eye of Jesse Danger. Jesse was able to team up with him, and they took on a formidable duo. They took on Marcus the Science Smith and the PPW heavyweight champion El Guerrero Jose Acosta in their first round matchup. Shockingly enough, Jesse Danger and Sweet Charlie had the momentum and the edge for most of the bout. I mean, they really had themselves a great showing right there. A few times where you definitely thought that they would get the victory. In the end, though, we had Marcus and Jesse as the two competitors in the ring, the two legal men. After Jesse Danger did a dive to the outside to take out Jose Acosta, Jose, started fighting with him, brawling with him, and eventually what happened was there was a 10 count on Jesse Danger. Marcus Smith still in the ring, so Marcus and Jose Acosta won their first round matchup. But I gotta tell you guys, very impressive performance, both from Jesse Danger, doing some of the best work of his career right now, as well as Sweet Charlie starting off his career, making a name for himself. He's done a very good job of that. With that in the bag, it was time for match number 2. This was another one of those matches that featured a lot of storylines, a lot of stuff leading into it. So on one side, we had the Science class, the new and improved Charlie Hustle and Mickey Sin. They took on the team. 2 weeks ago, I'd probably call it a dream team. But this week, now the surprising team of the former PPW heavyweight champion, the Aztec Monster Humek, and the Sensei, the American Ninja Warrior. After what happened last week at Watch What You Pray For, I was shocked to see these two on the same page. They did have a pretty good time working together, though. Eventually, Sensei, however, ended up getting knocked to the outside. Humek got covered in the confusion of everything, and so they lost. Now, Humek very upset at Sensei. Afterwards, we saw them going after each other. Definitely keep an eye on social media to see what the new updates are going to be on how these two are going to squash their beef, because the beef is sizzling right now. It is hot, and they are not happy with one another. That's for sure. In our first, or I should say, I guess, second semifinal matchup, based on the fact that there's only one after this, we saw the current Challenge Pro champion, the Relentless Jay Leon, teaming up with his normal tag team partner, the current King of the Iron Man, Rockstar Rosie. Those two took on Marcus Smith and Jose Acosta, who had already been through one match themselves. This was a great back and forth affair. Both teams have two guys who are great in the tag team wrestling, but also more than capable of being champions. Of course, 3 singles champions taking place in this match, and the only one who wasn't just lost one of those titles within the last 3 weeks. So it was a star-studded affair, but both teams came out fighting. Both teams had great chemistry, and both teams worked together really well. A crazy finish as both legal men ended up on one side of the ring while the two non-competitors were on the other side. A diving crossbody from one on each side landed and flipped over. Both teams had a pinfall technically, but only one was on a legal member. That was Rockstar Rosie and Jay Leon getting the win in the confusion. Both teams thought they had won the match based on the fact they had their opponent down, but unfortunately for Jose Acosta and Marcus the Science Smith, it just doesn't matter if you don't have the legal guy pinned. So we said the second members of our tournament finals decided. It set up the Science class versus the Relentless Rockstars, and this was an all-timer match. This was a good one, a really good tag team competition to decide who was going to be the number one contender for the tag team titles. Of this time around, the Science class had Marcus Smith come out to the ring with them. He proved to be the difference. He got a quick, swift knee up into Rockstar Rosie, into Jay Leon, actually. And Rockstar Rosie was held up on the other side of the ring. He couldn't get there to break up the count. It was a quick, small package by Mickey Sin, who used that adjustment from Marcus Smith to end up getting the victory and put those two into the tournament finals. It's set up, a victorious tournament, but you don't feel like you won anything if you don't go in and then also win that championship match. But we got right to it. It was the Sons of Thunder. It was Heavy Metal Jake Hazard and Badass Brandon Campbell defending the PPW Heavyweight Championship against the Science class, Mickey Sin and the new and improved Charlie Hustle. This match was chaos personified. It was a back and forth, very even match for a large majority. What ended up happening at the end of the match, though, was the referee had to get both of the both members of the Science class into their corner as they tried to fight to get after the Sons of Thunder. As this was happening, Zero Gold, the fourth member of the Science class that Marcus Smith has put together, came out with a kendo stick and attacked the two members of the Sons of Thunder. As one member got back to the other side of the ring, that was Brandon Campbell. Mickey Sin stepped over, hit a power bomb on Jake Hazard. Marcus Smith and Charlie Hustle grabbed the legs of Brandon Campbell so he could not get over to break up the pin, and we had a 3 count and brand new PPW Tag Team Champions. The Science class has some gold around their waist now. Those two members, Mickey Sin and Brandon Campbell, win it for the Science class, and they are your new champions. It was an incredible performance. They won 3 matches. I mean, when I tell you the name of competitors that they defeated tonight, you're almost in shock. You think about Sensei, Humek, Rockstar Rosie, the Relentless Jay Leon, Badass Brandon Campbell, and Heavy Metal Jake Hazard. To have victories over all 6 of those men in one night is an accomplishment not many in PPW, not many people around the world would be able to say they had, but they did, and they walk out with a prize for their efforts. I'm sure we'll hear a lot more from the Science class in the coming weeks, but my goodness, new tag team champions. And they've actually already been given their first challenge at this week at Power Play, PPW Power Play in Woodstock, Illinois. The number one contender for that match, for that championship, is going to be the Relentless Rockstars. They're getting their second chance after Marcus Smith impeded the first time around. That's going to be a part of PPW Power Play next week. The other major announcement was that we are going to have the Challenge Pro Championship up for grabs, 2 number one contenders matches, an All Japan Pro Wrestling style battle royal, an elimination, every man for themselves tag team match with all the other members outside of the ring. The 2 winners of those 2 matches are going to face the Relentless Jay Leon for his Challenge Pro Championship next week at PPW Power Play. Again, you got to go to ppwlive.com to get more information on how to get tickets. You got to come out to Woodstock to see that. And on top of that, you're going to want to follow us on all social media. There might be some more matches decided and announced along the way, preparing for next week. You won't know that unless you go to all of our social media, give us a follow, and interact with us on there. As for tonight, Tag Team Turmoil, that's going to do it for now. As mentioned, give us a follow everywhere you see this, YouTube and social media. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com and come on out to Woodstock next week for PPW Power Play. For now, Dirty Dave is out.